Hi there. So we are doing the Crackle again, but this is what I'm going to consider my intermediate sort of video. And the reason I'm calling this one intermediate is two things. We're going to work with a mold that's not round. So that adds a level of difficulty. And we're going to do different colors in our transparent. So that adds a level of difficulty. It's not crazy harder than the other one. It's just different. So I mixed up 10 ounces of my cheat code ultra clear epoxy art and craft epoxy. If you watched my beginner video, it gives some tips about the resin to use, so I'm not going to go over all that again. We're just going to get right into it. I see I got more schmutz in my mold, so let me just make sure my mold is clean and ready to go. All right, so 10 ounces of resin. For my transparents in this pour, I am going to, these are my two transparent cups. I always do 50% transparent. Because we're using two transparents, I'm going to go slightly higher. I'm going to put 3 ounces each in these cups. So I've got my cup with the measurements on it here. And I'm going to put it in and see how I do. And I might need to put a little bit more, but I want to try to do this evenly. So let's see. Oh, that worked out perfectly. Oh wait, no. So I wanted 10 ounces of resin, 3 ounces each. So I need actually to do a little bit more. I was wrong. I was off. Because there should only be 4 ounces left for those two. Math, not my strong suit, right? All right. So in these cups, I'm doing 2 ounces each. As I'm making a mess over here. Dribbling resin everywhere. All right, so these are our transparents. Now we're going to do our mica powders. I'm going to put 2 ounces each in these cups. Comes out of the cup a little slower because it's so thick. All right. Let me get one more wipe because I was making a mess. All right. So we're going to start. We're not going to do that other thing. I am having such a tough time using my words today. All right, so I am again using inks that everyone can get, and I'm pretty sure Let's Resin is available everywhere. This is a resin pigment. It is Let's Resin Purplish Red, and I do want to add a good bit, so I am going to do, let's do 7 drops. This is not their opaque pigment, it's just a resin pigment. So it should give us still a pretty transparent coloring. Now, after I mix up my first color, I usually start my base layer in my mold. Especially when you're working with thicker resin, it needs time to move. So I'm going to go ahead and plop this right in here and let it start moving. Now we're going to start mixing everything else. I have this dark ube. I don't know. You think I would Google it, and I meant to Google it and do the sound thing where it tells you. It's a shame that the majority of my work at work is Japanese, but I still have never learned to say all the names. So this is this. Taking a pretty good scoop. It's probably 2 teaspoons worth. Eye candy mica powders are great. They can be a little bit more expensive. I do have a discount code in my video, but check to see if they're running any specials. Sometimes the specials are just on a color, one color. I always check their clearance too. If there's any left of the clearance items, I usually purchase those because you can get the larger volume of color for a really great price. All right, so it's just a very deep, deep purple. Mix it really good. You can hear the thick resin cracking against the cup. Now I'm gonna get my heat gun. I'm gonna give it a go, let it warm up for a second, and then I'm gonna hit my resin. This does two things. It gets rid of bubbles and helps thin the resin just a bit to spread in the mold. I'm gonna stop, let it spread more while we mix our other colors. This is just their purple, and I'm gonna do 5 drops of this. And we're gonna take a look at it. I'm debating adding more, but we'll see what it looks like. I don't want it super dark. My colors are dark. Really didn't color much at all. Let's go ahead and add 5 more drops. Give it a shake in case I missed something. This is actually why I like using certain inks and stuff. Like I use Octopus fluids, and I love them. You use a lot less of the product to get the color. The big trick for them in the United States is the shipping. I get mine from Laura's Art Corner. They do last a long time though, I must say. This is still coming out a pretty grayish purple, but it's enough. I think that's enough colorant. All right, and last, I'm using Sumo Wrestler. The second color generally doesn't come out as strong. So I'm not so worried about the color I pick here. I'm gonna get a lot on my stick though. The second color I consider like an accent color when you're doing the pour like this. And again, in my beginner video, I talk about how much mica powders to add based upon your resin, because it does matter. All right. This is, what is it, like maybe a bronze with a pink. Make sure it's mixed. All right, now I'm going to come in here and see how we're doing. See if I can push the resin. I'm going to need a little bit more, because shoving it is not going to work. We're not going to quite get there. Sometimes just shoving it around works. If it doesn't, you just add a little bit more resin. You can also just bend your mold, direct the resin to where you want it to go. Be careful when you're doing what I'm doing right here so that you don't scrape your mold. You have to do it really, really lightly. Let's see how we're doing. We're looking pretty good. All right, let's see if I'm going to be able to cover all my spots. All right, so now what we're going to do as it goes to even out, so we're going to hit it with our heat gun again. Again, let it warm up for a second. Then we're going to hit it because we also did create more bubbles when I was moving it around. And now it should be pretty even in our mold. We're going to take our first mica powder, and I plan on doing 2 pours from each, as long as everything goes nicely. The trick about the edges is you got to get the mica powder into each edge. Now we're going to start transparent. Did a little off kilter, so I'm going to move a little bit more this other direction when I start. And you just layer them like this. I don't need a ton at the end, so I'm just going ahead and putting that all in there. Just left myself a little bit for the end for our push. All right, they are all in there. Looks pretty good into the edge. I used enough mica powder to transparent ratio to hopefully, we may get a clear point in each one of these, but that's okay. It actually looks super cool to have that. Just giving it a second to move. Now, I would not hit it with my heat gun again because I don't want to thin the resin. I don't want to move anything around. So I will use my torch at this point, but I'm going to wait a little bit. Let's do our center bits. I picked out a really dark blue center bit. Blue. Oh, purple. This is purple. Told you, I'm having a tough time today. All right. Let's see. All right, so that's in there. Now I'm going to wait about 10 minutes. You guys have probably heard me say this before. I like to wait for the bubbles. You can see the bubble rings to move towards the center, away from the edge of my mold so that I don't burn my mold to my resin, especially since I love this mold. I got it from Pouring Your Heart Out, and it does cost me a lot to ship them to the United States, so I don't want to mess with that. So I'll just come in with a quick hit of heat after it gets closer to the center. But that's it. We'll come back when it's time to unmold. All right, we're back. That is so pretty. I love the colors. I don't really know what to expect from the other side though, because I don't see a lot of the lighter color back here. I think it's going to be dark, super dark. And it looks like all our points are filled, and that has to do with the amount of resin transparent that we used. That was the tricky part with this pour. You have to use more transparent. All right. Ooh, it's the moment of truth. Do we get something beautiful? Oh, wow. Actually, the light came through more. Look at that. That is so pretty. If I had anticipated that, I would have used a different center. But look how pretty that is. That's just gorgeous. Purple center, not my favorite, but everything else is just stunning. It actually, the center looks better when I look through the edges because you can see more of the purple. Oh, so pretty. Oh, I really like this one, and I love everything about it. You can see the crackle everywhere. It's just gorgeous. Thanks for watching.